Hi ladies, it's Marissa here from the 2190 team, and today I am joined by Niké. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, girl. Yeah. So Miss Niké is a lifestyle blogger, she's a fly fashionista, and she's also the creator behind SpecsandBlazers. So today we're going to talk a little bit about fashion and beauty, travel as well, and we're also going to make some DIY sandals, so stay tuned. So tell me, you're in LA. Are you from LA? I don't think you're from here.
No, I'm from Nigeria actually.
Okay.
Yes, born and raised.
Awesome, awesome. So when did you get to LA?
5 years ago. It'll be 5 years in October. I came for Fashion Week 5 years ago, and I was like, I'm going to stay, and I stayed.
Okay. When you moved here, was your goal to kind of start a fashion blog, be a stylist? Like, what was your goal when you initially moved here?
Not at all. I came here thinking I was going to be a stylist and try to go to law school at the same time. Both of those dreams are out of the window. Okay. And now I'm a blogger. Okay. But I came here, I thought I could style, and the styling world was so competitive. Yeah. Worse than almost any other version of entertainment industry, I think. So I thought, okay, well, if I cannot do that, then maybe I can work for myself in some kind of way. So I was working at American Apparel, and I would just put outfits together by myself, like, you know, I put it on Tumblr, and my Tumblr like blew up at the time. So I thought, okay, if Tumblr can do well, then maybe I can turn this into like a blog, like an actual writing blog.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so you were pretty much just being yourself. Like,
yeah, I wasn't planning on turning this into a career at all. I didn't even think, I mean, it's insanity that you can do social media for a living. Yeah. I didn't think it was something that you could do for a living. I still question it every day. Like, what do I do again? I ask myself that, like, literally. Because when people ask me, like, what do you do? And I have to explain myself. I'm like, as I'm explaining it, I'm like explaining it to myself too. I'm like, what do I do for a living? Oh my goodness. I post pictures and write.
You inspire people though.
There's
so many people who, you know, I for one admire your style.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that's so
absolutely.
kind.
So there's definitely tons of people who look up to you for fashion style, and especially I feel like when it comes to really classy, pulled together look. Tell me a little bit about SpecsandBlazers. Like, where did you get the name from? When did you decide to create it? How did you make it a formal thing?
SpecsandBlazers. So I had a blog on Tumblr called Barely Dressed. Mm-hmm. So when I decided I was going to move it to WordPress, I knew I wanted to change the name, and I wanted a name that's catchy. And at the time, when I was trying to move it to WordPress, I remember I was at Barnes & Noble's just sitting there. I was sitting there for like 8 hours, and I just kept thinking, I love sunglasses. I mean, you just saw that in my pictures, I always wear sunglasses, and I thought sunglasses and jackets. So that was the first name. Okay. And I was like, that's too long. And I just kept chopping it and chopping it and chopping it, and somehow I got to SpecsandBlazers, and I copyrighted it. And I just thought, okay, I think this might be a catchy name, and I've been using it ever since.
How did you start blogging full time? Like, what was the tipping point where this became like your career? This is what I do.
I think it started as part-time. I was working for this lady on La Brea. I won't mention the specific store, as an in-house stylist for her. And every time I would tell her my dreams, she would just knock them right down. She's like, you can't do that. And I remember telling her I wanted to sit front row at Givenchy, and she's like, oh no, those are for like big bloggers and things like that. She would just constantly say things like that. So I was trying to go to New York Fashion Week 3 fashion weeks ago, so it would be a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. And I told her that I wanted to go to New York Fashion Week and I need 10 days off. And she's like, you can't take 10 days off, it's too long. Plus, who's gonna sit you front row anyway? And I just walked out of the job. And at the moment, I didn't have any savings, and I just like left, and I had bills and rent, and I thought, this blog has to work. Right. Like, there's no choice at this point, because I'm not going back to a 9 to 5. I have to make this work. And so I just went harder than I was going when I was doing it part-time, and just try to get my name out there. And yeah, so about a year and a half ago is when it became a full-time job.
Okay, ladies, so now we're gonna get started on making our DIY sandals. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm super excited.
Awesome. So, since you're a shoe fanatic, we thought this would be perfect. So what we're gonna do is basically create some gladiator-inspired sandals. So think Rihanna in Wild Thoughts video. That's
yes, absolutely.
So you'll grab your flip-flops, and then you'll also get a really long scarf. So we've already cut it in half, but what you'll do is just get a big long one, cut it in half, and you'll have one scarf for each shoe.
Perfect.
So let's get started. So I know that you are a bargain shopper.
Yes,
right?
I am.
But are you a DIYer?
I'm not a DIYer. I don't know much about DIY, truthfully, but I'm Nigerian, so like I can make, you know, I can make anyone believe they should sell something for me for cheap.
Oh my goodness. So how you doing over there? You got them?
Yes, I think this is fabulous, don't you think?
Yeah. So you see, guys, very simple. You pretty much tie and secure the fabric, and then you twist it around the sandal part.
Absolutely.
And so the last step is really up to you and how fleeky you want to be. All right, so you ready for another design?
Yes, I'm excited.
Okay, so this one is right up your alley. Like we got pearls, we have gold, we have florals.
All me.
All you.
And we have my favorite color, white and yellow.
Perfect. So
white and yellow, white and yellow.
Hey.
All right.
So first step, it's pretty simple. You just take your ribbon and kind of tuck it.
Loop. Oh, you tuck first and then loop, right?
Oh yeah, and then loop. Yeah. So you just tuck it in this little hole here, just so it's secure, so you don't have to glue it or anything like that. I mean, if you want to be fancy and add some glue, totally up to you.
Yeah, just so you don't, you know, trip.
Right. All right, so we have our ribbon started. There it is.
Yes.
So the next part is just to kind of create like a base, and then we could add some designs to it.
Yay, that's exciting.
Yeah, so let's get to it.
So we glue the part to the bottom of the thing like that, right?
Yeah.
And then we are going to create like a little base. I don't know why I'm walking. I'm walking through.
Yeah, no, I'm following you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we'll create a little base just so we can have something to like jazz, like, you know, put all the jazz on top.
Jewels and gems and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's time to add the jewels and the gems and the glam stuff.
Yes. Fun.
Yes, this is the fun part. So let's get started.
Yes, let's do it. So with thread.
Yes, so for this part you have needle and thread, and I think the most important part is just making sure your first jewel or bead is super secure.
So far, not so great, but you guys are getting the point, right? We're just adding the beads, the cowries, I think it's called cowries, no? Shell. The shell. And we're creating some jazzy things.
And here's our finished product. Super cute.
So cute.
Yes. So pretty easy, guys, super cheap, and this is a look that you can wear pretty much anywhere, right?
Yeah, for the summer, all summer 17. It's super cute, super chic, and you'll be the talk of the town.
So here at 2190, our slogan is live your best life. So I want to know, how are you living your best life right now?
Wow, that's a fabulous question. I think for me, it's like practicing mindfulness and gratitude. And understanding that everything in life is just a moment in time.
Right.
You know, like it's gonna pass. I always joke with my girlfriends whenever they call me and say, I am having the worst day ever, or worst moment ever, worst hour ever. I always say, you need to get through this worst hour, worst day, so you can get to your next worst day ever. Because it doesn't get better. It just, you learn how to deal with life better. So I'm very prayerful. You know, I grew up learning that you can panic or you can pray, but you can never do both. So knowing that everything in life is just a moment in time, and it's no matter what, it's going to pass. And when I'm going through my bad moments, I can pray through them and get through them. It's very important for me personally.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Niké, thank you so much for joining us. Where can everyone find you?
My blog is SpecsandBlazers, simple as SpecsandBlazers.com. We actually just fixed it up, so it's looking quite nice, if I must say so myself. And Instagram, of course, SpecsandBlazers, and please at me. I love hearing you guys' stories. I love hearing people's stories when they first start following me, because I like to believe that we're a family, and I like to know each one of my followers.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, so until next time, you're watching 2190.